The unpredictability of our general manager, Hulk Hogan, it keeps the World Heavyweight Champion guessing. And while Bobby Roode insists that he is going to break the record tonight as the longest reigning world champion in TNA history, one thing Bobby Roode still doesn't know is who he's going to defend that title belt against. Is it going to be Kurt Angle? Is it going to be AJ Styles? Only one man knows for sure, and that's Hulk Hogan.
I'm not even sure Hulk Hogan knows at this very second, but we're going to find out right here who Hulk Hogan decides between AJ and Kurt Angle, who will compete against this man for the world title right here, right now. But Hulk Hogan very concerned, as we heard during the show here, with the reign of Roode, as the Hulkster put it, and that this guy is running roughshod as the World Heavyweight Champion and controlling things. And I understand that, and I agree with what Hogan's saying, but you cannot discredit the abilities of that man right there, the World Heavyweight Champion, Bobby Roode. He's a stud.
And now, introducing the possible challengers. First of all, about to make his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, he is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The victory for the phenomenal AJ Styles last week in the Wild Card Battle Royal. It made him one of the 4 finalists for the World Championship match. But after Bully Ray, Jeff Hardy were eliminated by Hulk Hogan earlier tonight, AJ now, he's got a 50-50 shot. And remember, Styles currently owns the record as the longest reigning world champion in company history. And that's the mark that Bobby Roode looks to eclipse tonight.
Introducing the second possible challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
When Kurt Angle prevailed over Samoa Joe last week, the renewal of their long-standing rivalry, Angle did everything within his power to earn a world title shot. That was step number 1. Now Angle needs to get the vote of approval from Hulk Hogan.
Well, Kurt Angle basically told Hogan, I'm the man who can get the job done. And the Hulkster kind of acknowledged that.
Squarely on the shoulders of our general manager, Hulk Hogan, and nobody else. Who's it going to be that Bobby Roode faces for that world title tonight in his bid to set the record as the longest reigning champ in company history? Is it going to be Angle? Is it going to be Styles? Let's find out from Hulk Hogan now.
You know, it's been just as intense in the back here at the Impact Zone. I got caught in the crossfire all night long because I thought this was going to be the toughest decision of the night. But at the end of the day, whether it's Kurt Angle or AJ Styles, I can't make a wrong decision. Either one of them have a great chance at becoming the new champion. So Kurt Angle, your track record is impeccable. Win after win after win on top of a gold medal. It's a mile long. And AJ Styles, you're neck and neck. You're definitely one of the main event guys ever to step in that ring and hold his own. So at the end of the day, I cannot make a wrong decision, but I gotta go with my gut. And simply Kurt Angle, because AJ Styles knows the champ better than anybody, I'm going with you, AJ. You get the title shot, brother.
Wow. On open fight night, it is title time. If Bobby Roode's set the mark as the longest reigning world champ, he's going to need to go through the current record holder, AJ Styles.
Well, Kurt Angle shown right there is a class act.
I'm going to make history.
Most guys would be pissed off that they had to come out here and do this and then get dejected. Kurt kind of wished AJ luck, and you saw the world champ right there, Bobby Roode, kiss that beautiful World Heavyweight Championship belt. That right there, and that's what this is about. Massive opportunity to AJ Styles to add to his massive list of accolades.
And let's talk about the decision by Hulk Hogan to put the phenomenal AJ Styles in this world title match. Hulk wants to ensure that Bobby Roode doesn't get out of control by controlling Impact Wrestling. At the same time, it's almost as if Hogan is dangling the carrot for AJ Styles, because AJ is the current record holder, longest reigning champ. And as we've talked about throughout this Impact Wrestling broadcast tonight, we both know AJ wants to maintain that mark. He wants to keep that record.
Well, I mean, I think it's a very intelligent move by our general manager, Hulk Hogan. I mean, because this is a match I would feel that most of our viewers in our live audience here right now are digging seeing. As you just said to your point. Oh, yeah, the longest reigning TNA World Champion in the history of TNA, and AJ Styles, against the guy who's on the cusp, if he wins this match, to beating AJ's record. It's a no-brainer.
Couldn't agree more. It's a pay-per-view quality World Heavyweight Championship match. And because of our general manager, Hulk Hogan, we are presenting it to you right here on Impact Wrestling. AJ with the leapfrog, drops down. Here comes Roode off the ropes and puts on the brakes. AJ was going to go for the drop kick.
Yeah, well, that's the thing where Bobby Roode knows AJ very well. I guess Bobby don't know him that well. Beautiful drop kick.
The challenger is in control. Champion down and out on the arena floor. Can AJ Styles continue this momentum? Can AJ Styles win the World Heavyweight title? We'll find out when we return to Impact Wrestling.
Pizza Hut never stops striving.
ShopTNA.com salutes all the men and women of the armed forces, including the veterans on the TNA roster, Mr. Anderson, Crimson, and Gunner. In honor of the military's devotion and sacrifice, ShopTNA.com would like to offer up to 25% off all weekend long. Log on and celebrate Memorial Day with ShopTNA.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Impact Wrestling. This is our World Heavyweight Championship Showdown. The challenger, AJ Styles. The defending champion, Bobby Roode, looking to make history tonight. And if Bobby Roode is successful, if he beats AJ Styles, he will do exactly that. He will break AJ's mark as the longest reigning champ in the entire history of this organization.
Usually what I think is cool about this match, usually when a champion's defending his title, the only thing he has to gain is to retain his championship. In this situation, it's a little unique. The World Heavyweight Champion does have something to gain. He does have an opportunity, as we said before the break, and to move on to your point and become the longest reigning TNA champ in history.
Watch out, AJ.
Oh, yeah, AJ landed hard earlier on that arm there moments ago. And Bobby Roode, the world champion, capitalized.
This champ in for the cover, and AJ quickly powers out. How cocky and how confident is Bobby Roode? The man who calls himself the it factor of professional wrestling. He has been talking all week about this huge celebration that he is demanding that Hulk Hogan throw for him tonight after he wins this world title match and becomes the longest reigning champ in the 10 years of this company. Boy, that really takes some guts, doesn't it?
It does. Well, that's no surprise. Bobby Roode definitely has no confidence problem. But I'll tell you, if I'm Bobby Roode, the thing I'd be confident about in facing someone like AJ is that, yeah, sure, granted, you know, Bobby Roode didn't know if it was going to be AJ or Kurt. But he didn't know that until the top of before we went to break earlier. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that I think that Bobby Roode, the opportunity for Bobby is to catch AJ Styles from an emotional standpoint. There's a lot of things going on in AJ Styles' life.
Boy, I think you're right.
With TNA President Dixie Carter and the allegations and some proof with video and pictures.
It's been a pretty crazy several weeks, hasn't it?
I'm saying from Daniels and Kazarian, you know, so.
I get exactly what you're saying. Is there a possibility that AJ Styles, maybe his overall focus might be divided? I mean, for sure, he wants to beat Bobby Roode. He wants to keep his record, but at the same time, all those personal issues, those controversial photos with our TNA president, we just have to wonder if it's not renting space in his mind.
Oh, yeah, I think it is renting space, and right now, Bobby Roode is exploiting it, I think, possibly. He's all over that arm. He's taking out that left arm, that wing of AJ Styles, the challenger for the world title right now. And the thing, too, is, like AJ Styles, listen, this guy's reputation for years in this industry, even before I came here to TNA, I knew about who AJ Styles was. He's a squeaky clean guy. I mean, this is a guy that, he's never had any issues outside of the business, you know what I mean? So his reputation is great. Now, I don't know. I mean, Kazarian and Daniels trying to exploit and tarnishing his reputation.
Challenger tries to get the offense going. Oh, but as soon as he turns the momentum just slightly in his favor, he's stopped. He's cut off by the champ, Bobby Roode. Remember, it's next Thursday night. Not only the new start time, 8 p.m. Eastern right here on Spike. Whoa. But get ready, Taz. Whoa, as Roode elevated out to the floor with a back body drop. We're going live. 1 week from tonight, we'll be live all summer.
Listen, nothing like live wrestling, baby. Nothing like it at all. All wrestling's great. All pro wrestling. But when you're live, nothing like it. And nothing like AJ Styles. Phenomenal athleticism, pun intended.
Well, when you're live, you got to bring your A game. And we just saw the A game from AJ Styles right there.
Yes, you got to bring your A game. I agree, Mike. So take note of that.
Oh, what's that about? Take note of that. I'm trying to get you geared up. I'm trying to get you fired up.
Don't worry about
me. Turning around on me.
Not my first dance. I'm good to go. Well, what's AJ Styles looking at? He's a little, he's got to stay in the zone. See that?
Whoa.
That's what I mean, Mike. See what happened? Right before that hip toss, for some reason, he was looking towards the entranceway.
It's almost like he lost his concentration for just a moment. We got to take another look at this.
This is nasty impact. Look at this. Look at that. Spine first, upper back, lower back, all across the steel steps.
Just defenseless at that point. I mean, no way to protect yourself from going back first into the steel steps. Could be right here. Roode in for the pin. No, just two. Boy, AJ Styles able to escape and, yes, staying alive in this world title match.
Mr. Hogan, your guest has arrived.
Oh, thank you, brother.
The guest is here?
See that smile on Hogan's face?
Who the hell is it? More of our world title match right after this.
Salutes all the men and women of the armed forces, including the veterans on the TNA roster, Mr. Anderson, Crimson, and Gunner. In honor of the military's devotion and sacrifice, ShopTNA.com would like to offer up to 25% off all weekend long. Log on and celebrate Memorial Day with ShopTNA.com.
As we return to Impact Wrestling, it's more of our high-stakes, high-profile World Heavyweight Championship showdown. Defending title holder, Bobby Roode. Yeah, Hulk Hogan said he worries about the control that Roode has. Well, Roode in total control against AJ Styles in the cover in a 2 count. Bobby Roode trying to set the record right here and right now, being the longest champ in the 10-year history of TNA Wrestling.
Yeah, AJ Styles not looking too good. I mean, Bobby Roode, the World Heavyweight Champion, has really zoned in here on AJ. And again, we touched on it earlier. I think that the distractions outside of wrestling matches and the stuff with TNA President Dixie Carter, the allegations by Kazarian and Chris Daniels, we saw that distraction, man. Right before that nasty hip toss on those steel steps, AJ looked at that ramp. He looked up at our entranceway. I think he was wondering if those guys were going to come out of here and interrupt his matches like they've done in the past.
Well, it's totally changed the complexion of the match. AJ was the guy that was in control at that point. But from that point forward, it has been all Bobby Roode. And Roode maintains that control. AJ going to try and fight out of this.
Yeah, well, AJ right there, AJ's so good at countering things, and he's deceivingly strong. He's very quick. His endurance is amazing, but he's extremely powerful.